We are off to go get some coffee. $5,039 steps. This is my newest one that I'm adding in. That's the difference in size. That is everything that I got. Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be filming a day of healthy habits slash kind of like a Monday in the life essentially. So very vlog style. I'm not doing a regular style workout this morning because I'm actually going to go meet a new friend for coffee, and then we're going to go walk to a park that's like nearby, and I want to say it's like a 30-minute walk from the coffee shop to this park, and then obviously walking back. So I figured I would get in a lot of steps, and that walking today would probably be my exercise. So we're doing that, and I wanted to take you guys along to that. But since we're getting coffee today, I wanted to go ahead and make my breakfast and eat something beforehand. So I'm gonna show y'all that. And thank you guys so much on my last video. I feel like there's a handful of y'all that have also gotten blood work back, and like it wasn't the best, and there's things that you also have to do to try and like switch up your diet or lifestyle and kind of improve some of the markers that you have. And so I'm glad that that video kind of resonated with a lot of you guys, and thank y'all for the love and support on that. Today I'm just going to be continuing to show you some of the things that I'm doing, some of the new things y'all haven't seen yet or I didn't talk about in the last video. But let's go ahead and make breakfast. I'm gonna do, I think, just a couple of eggs and a protein shake because I did restock my multivitamin powder that I put in my protein shake, so I kind of want to get that multivitamin in today. I realized I said multivitamin. This is the, what is it, prenatal? But I kind of use it as my multivitamin. A full serving is 2 scoops, and I only do 1 scoop since I'm not like actually actively needing it for a prenatal. And then my protein powder, this has 4 ingredients, I think. 3 ingredients, just kidding. It's one of my favorites. I have a discount code with Equip too. I think it's 20% off of my discount code, but I always link all of my codes in the description of every video, so. I know I'm not doing like a heavy like workout or anything, but the protein shakes definitely helps me get in, you know, a good amount of protein in a day like I'm supposed to, since I'm like tracking my macros. And it's how I take this like prenatal multivitamin, so. All right, we are off to go get some coffee. Hello, good. Can I do a decaf iced vanilla latte?
Anything else?
That's it.
And your name?
Bethany. All right, I've just finished up with coffee and going to the park, and now I'm going to go pick up our groceries, and then when I get back, we're gonna do our grocery haul for the week. All right, we are back from picking up our groceries. I just did a Kroger pickup order, so I didn't go to Sprouts for anything this week. And what we're doing this week for meals is we are doing a thing of chili, which I'm actually gonna split the recipe in half. So I'm gonna do a little bit less chili than normal. And then I'm also gonna substitute ground beef for ground turkey in my chili. So we're doing like turkey chili, I guess. Burger bowls, and then chicken fajita bowls. And then I got my normal stuff for Ryan's egg cups that I make, and then lots of like fruit and veggies and stuff. So let me show you everything that I got. All right, all the meats and proteins. So I got 3 things of ground beef for burger bowls, 1 pound of ground turkey for the chili, and then chicken for chicken fajitas. The Italian sausage goes in Ryan's egg cups, and then 2 things of eggs, and then lots of different fruits. So we have some bananas, 2 things of blackberries, some strawberries, blueberries, apples. Oh, as I'm sitting here looking at all these vegetables, I was like, what else am I doing with all these vegetables? I forgot my lunch, which I talked about in my last video. I'm trying to do more plant-based lunches so I can get in more veggies and like more fiber every day. So this week I'm trying something new. It's kind of like a roasted vegetable tahini salad. So I'm gonna be like roasting a lot of veggies and then making like a tahini-based dressing essentially. So I've never tried it before. Hopefully it's good, but a lot of these vegetables are for that too. So for my like roasted veggie salad lunches this week, I'm going to be doing the chickpeas. That's what the chickpeas are for. So we're gonna roast some chickpeas. We're gonna roast 3 sweet potatoes, 3 zucchini. This broccoli is also going in it. And then I think I'm actually short 1 bell pepper because I think I was supposed to get 2 red bell peppers, 1 for fajita, like chicken fajitas, and then 1 for my like lunch roasted veggie thing. So I might just use like half of this for my lunch or something like that, and then the other half for chicken fajitas. But that's what all these other vegetables vegetables are for. We have lettuce and the tomato for burger bowls, and then like an onion for burger bowls. And then for the chicken fajitas, I'm also gonna cut up this onion and then the rest of the bell peppers, and then a couple random things. So I got some more Dijon mustard. I think this is gonna go in my tahini dressing that I'm gonna try. Vanilla extract just to prepare for the Christmas season that is about to be upon us, and I know I'll need this for a few different recipes I want to make. And then this is all stuff for chili. So like I said, I'm doing a half batch of my normal chili. So just one thing of pinto beans, kidney beans, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, and then some beef broth, and then they gave me a big thing of chili powder. I didn't ask for on this big, but honestly it's probably for the best because I use a lot of chili powder in the fall and winter time with all my soups and stuff. So that is everything that I got. Okay, I'm actually gonna make kind of like a second breakfast because I didn't fully finish the eggs that I made this morning before I needed to leave. And I totally forgot that I have like 2 egg cups left. So I've been making Ryan's egg cups that he takes to work. And then I started making some for myself. And I used to make it with the Violife dairy-free cheese, but then this time I just didn't do that because I'm trying to do less processed foods. So I have like 2 of these little egg squares left that I completely forgot about. So for this, I do the exact same recipe that I've shared on here before. I do the eggs and the green onion, but then I added in regular onion as well. And I still did some Italian sausage for me when I made these, but I just didn't do the dairy-free cheese. And so I definitely should have heated those up this morning, and that would have been a lot quicker than making the eggs. Anyways, hindsight, right? I'm gonna eat these, and then we also have some leftover potatoes that I made, and those also sound good for breakfast, like some egg and potatoes, and then I'll do a little bit of fruit. So we'll see what time I end up eating lunch because it's like 11:20 something. Oh, and we didn't end up walking to the park. I was thinking we were gonna get coffee and then walk to the park, but it was a little bit farther, so we drove to the park. So I haven't really gotten in like a full workout or like lots of steps or anything. So in a little bit, I'm gonna show y'all my new walking pad that I got. I don't remember if I mentioned that in my last video or not. I'll probably do like a 45-minute walk or like something longer, so I want to eat before I do that. So let's have a little midday brunch. Honestly, this is brunch. It's in between breakfast and lunch, so let's make that. All right, it is time to walk. So I'm gonna do a little bit of walking. And I said this in my last vlog that I'm trying to do more of like doing 10,000 steps a day, trying to do on top of like a strength training in the morning. This morning was a little different, but I'm gonna walk. I think I'm probably gonna try to do like 45 minutes or so. So this is new. I got a little walking pad from Amazon. And so normally I store it right up under our like standing desk, but because it is like a shorter length than like a standard treadmill, sometimes I feel like I get a little like off balance, and so I will like raise our standing desk so that I can kind of like put my hand on it if I kind of like get unsteady for a second. And then I like to have my water like kind of close by, since it's not like a full treadmill to like put your water anywhere or anything. So I'm gonna do like 45 minutes, and I just kind of angle it this way because I'm honestly probably gonna watch something on the TV or like put on a podcast or something and like listen to it or watch it on TV. So normally when I do like 45 minutes on this, I can get in roughly 5,000 steps doing that at like a higher speed. And then throughout the rest of the day, when I'm like working on YouTube or something like that, then I will turn this to face the wall and then just like keep walking, but at a much lower pace. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start walking. Okay, so I'm all done. So the speed went back to 0, and then 5,039 steps, 2.5 miles, 44 minutes. So I'm done with my walk. But one thing that's cool about this walking pad is it also has like a vibration setting for like lymphatic flow and like blood circulation and all of that, which I wasn't really looking for that when I was searching for just a walking pad, but this one has one. And my lymphatic system tends to be, I feel like, a little bit more on the sluggish side, and I'm a little bit more prone to like my ankles swelling every now and then and stuff like that, and having like excess fluid that doesn't like drain properly. So this thing helps with that because of like the vibration vibration, and it is crazy. There's like 4 different like vibration like frequencies and whatnot, so I'll show you guys that too. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go take Heidi out on a walk right now. Let her go potty, and then when we come back, we're gonna eat some lunch. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come here. Oh, that is. Okay, let's go. For lunch, I'm going to have some of this chickpea salad. I used to eat this all the time a couple years ago, but it is all plant-based. The main source of protein and fat is the chickpeas, and then it's got like celery, onion, Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, and like dill seasoning and some salt and other things. So this is gonna be my lunch. I will link this recipe down below, but I'm gonna scoop up some of this. I honestly might have some more of those potatoes too that I ate with the breakfast because they're a leftover side that we had with chicken and we're out of the chicken. So they need to get eaten one way or another, but I'm gonna have this for lunch. Oh, but I did want to show y'all my supplements that I'm currently taking. So y'all saw this one this morning. This is a powder, so I put that in my protein shake. And then these are my others. So I'm honestly just trying to finish up the milk thistle, and then I don't know if I'll reorder it again, but I'm trying to finish this up for liver support. This is glutathione, your master antioxidant. I probably will repurchase this, and this one's a liquid, and it's not too terrible tasting wise. It's like a lemon mint flavor. It does leave quite the aftertaste though, so what I like to do is I do this first at like the beginning of lunch, and then by the time you've like eaten a few bites of your food, you can't like taste the aftertaste anymore. So I normally take these with lunch, and then this is my newest one that I'm adding in. So when I got like my blood work and lab markers back and whatnot, I started just trying to figure out a little bit of a game plan, supplement wise, diet wise, exercise wise, just tweaking some things. So adding in a classic omega-3 is one of my things that I'm doing. And I just got this yesterday. This just got in. I had ordered this one from Fullscript, and Fullscript is my practitioner like supplement dispensary that I use for all my clients. I order through there, my clients order through there, and you yourself can also order through there. If you sign up through the link in my YouTube description, you get 20% off all your supplements, and all you have to do is just make an account. So you just enter your email, a password, and you can order supplements and get 20% off, and the 20% off is like applied at checkout, like just automatically in your cart. So I tried this one from Nordic Naturals, and I was kind of like waiting to see what they looked like, because I feel like the reason I've never been good at taking an omega-3 is because of the capsules. So they're kind of large for me, if I'm being honest. They kind of freak me out. They're kind of like horse pills. And then I went on Nordic Naturals website. So not Fullscript, but straight to Nordic Naturals. And then I saw this one. And this one is minis. So like soft gel minis. And I was like, that's probably more up my alley. That's the difference in size. It's like half the size essentially. And like nutrient wise, they're not that different. It's 2 capsules. This one has 450 milligrams of DHA. This one's got 456 milligrams of DHA. So almost identical DHA. And then this one has 650 milligrams of EPA. And this one's got 586 milligrams of EPA. So like just a little bit less EPA, a little bit more DHA, but they're very, very similar. So to me, it was worth it buying the minis. And I didn't buy these on Fullscript. So I just ordered these straight off of Nordic Naturals, but all my other supplements I get from Fullscript. And on Fullscript too, you can return supplements. So I was about to start taking these, and I sat down to dinner with these capsules, and I was like, I am scared. It's like, I do not like taking really large capsules. And my husband was like, well, just return it. And I was like, oh yeah, I forget you can do that with things. You can, that exists as an option. And Fullscript does let you return supplements. So I'm returning these. There's that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on some cooking. And I think I'm gonna do the burger bowls tonight because those are just a little bit easier. It's kind of the easiest option. So let me start making those. dokie, all the burgers are done. I cook them in like normal burger form because Ryan eats his with like a bun and a normal burger. And then I just cut mine up. So I just grab one of these and I cut it up for my burger bowl. And then just do lettuce, tomato, onions as toppings, and then also pickles. And then I might also do some Dijon mustard. Normally I just do mustard and mayonnaise as my like toppings, but Dijon is also sounding interesting to me, so I might do a little bit of that too. Alrighty, here's my finished little bowl. I'm gonna eat some dinner. Ryan's at pickleball, so I'm just gonna watch some Gilmore Girls, I think, and eat my dinner. Oh, and take my supplements. I purposefully have sat my supplements in my walkway to our little living room area, and it works like a charm because I pass by it like every time I go to like sit and eat a meal, and so it always reminds me what I need to take. Okay, for my last little healthy habit of the day that I have gotten into is a little drink at night, and it's 7:48, so not too late, but at first I used to do just like a little bit of water with this magnesium powder from Jigsaw. You can also get this through the Full Script link, but then I wanted to start adding in some extra antioxidants in a day, so I started getting cranberry juice again, and pure cranberry juice is very bitter, so I like to dilute it with water. And then I had the idea to then also add in electrolytes. There was a couple days where I felt like I was a little bit more dehydrated, and I was like, honestly, I bet you all of this would taste really good together, and it does. So I'm gonna do a scoop of the Redmond Relight electrolytes, and this one's mixed berry. It's very good. And then I think the magnesium has like a tart raspberry lemonade flavor is the magnesium powder. So I'm just gonna make myself a little nighttime drink, and then I'm going to do a little bit of my Bible study that I need to read, and then we're gonna call it a day. But I'm gonna make my little drink. It's honestly so good. Yum. Okay, it is actually the next day, and I forgot to end out this video, but then it's a good thing that I forgot because I meant to include something else in this video for not necessarily like a healthy habit per se, but just like a healthy tip. If you are someone who's working on kind of decreasing your body's toxic load and kind of the toxic burden on your body, and you're kind of in a state of needing to heal, needing to detox, having clean water can be so important for that process. So this was actually perfect timing because Epic Water Filters reached out to me and they wanted to give me a code to share with you guys. And when they first emailed me, I'm always kind of skeptical, you know, of brands, and I definitely do my research to make sure they're legitimate. And they said that they were EWG verified, and so I went to go double check that that was true. And if you've never heard of EWG, it stands for Environmental Working Group, and they do like tons of research, tons of data on things from like beauty products and skincare and sunscreens and stuff like that to things like water filters or home cleaning products, all that kind of stuff. And they also do a tap water database, which I've used before, and you can actually look up like what toxins or chemicals have been found in your city's water. But it just goes to show how important having clean water is and having some filtered water. So I have a Berkey filter, as y'all have seen before, that sits by the sink, but those are hundreds of dollars, and we actually got it for a Christmas gift because we didn't want to pay for it, so we put it on our Christmas list a couple of years ago. But the great thing about Epic Water Filters is it's much more affordable, but they still filter out so many of the exact same things, which is fabulous. So you can use the code BERESTORED to get 15% off if you're interested in kind of starting that journey of kind of lessening the toxic burden load on your body. Having some filtered water is a great option, and it's one of like 4 water filters that EWG actually recommends, like on their website, which I think is very cool. Ta-da! If you're interested in getting a water filter, I highly recommend you check out Epic Water Filters. I will also leave in the link description below the website from EWG that you can check the tap water database. And all you do is put in your zip code and you can check the things that have been tested and found in your city's tap water. Don't let that scare you. get a nice water filter. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.